Blacksburg, Virginia. Tonight, the biggest football game this tiny town in the Valley has ever seen. Virginia Tech's 62-point breakout against Syracuse seems like ages ago. Last week in Morgantown was nothing short of a great escape.
It is good! It is good!
Is this a team of destiny? Or was that a glimpse of vulnerability? The Miami Hurricanes have a long history of spoiling championship dreams and living out a few of their own. Last year, they humbled UCLA's title hopes. And with a win tonight, it's the Canes that have clear sight on crashing the BCS party.
What you gonna do, baby? Murder!
The 19th-ranked Miami Hurricanes and the second-ranked Virginia Tech Hokies tonight from Blacksburg. Hi, everybody. Ron Franklin. Welcome once again to Saturday primetime college football here on ESPN. Tonight, Blacksburg, Virginia, and I can tell you, since they've been playing college football here, they have never had a game this big. Let's set the scene for you. The locals earlier this week, when Tennessee leapfrogged them in the BCS standings, they were livid. Well, now we know what has happened. Tennessee has lost today, so they are out of the national title picture. But my question is, yesterday, Frank Beamer told us, he said, I think it's a blessing that Tennessee jumped beyond us because it means my guys have got to continue to fight and be aggressive, not be passive and hold on to something. And the point he makes is very well taken. Passive play against this Miami football team, and Virginia Tech will leave this stadium tonight, not in the BCS picture as well. What about Miami? We know they have played a murderous schedule. Ohio State, Penn State, Florida State. Butch Davis told me, hey, at the end of September, I knew the state of my football team. But the truth is, right now, they are playing the best football that they have played the entire season. This is by far the quickest and fastest team that Virginia Tech will have played. And keep one other thing in mind. Conference is still at stake. They know they can totally rain on the BCS parade with an upset of the Hokies here tonight. So the brouhaha in Blacksburg, we are just about set. Mike Gottfried and Adrian Karsten standing by after we pause for this message. Stadium packed to capacity. That was a live shot you were watching coming out of the tunnel as the Hokies, #2 ranked, play host to the Hurricanes of Miami. And Mike Gottfried, the young man who has been the miracle worker for Virginia Tech, is this fellow right here, #7, Michael Vick. They redshirted him last year so he could travel and see all the kind of situations as far as the road that he would encounter. And Mike, I tell you, he really has been a miracle worker. He has not been deterred. He has not been bothered by any situation, particularly last week.
255 yards passing against West Virginia, set the field goal up that won the game. But I think, Ron, the key player for Virginia Tech is Chiron Stith, the tailback, because Miami's defense is so fast sideline to sideline. They need an inside punch, and they need to get it early.
To me, the most important person on the field for Miami, Kenny Kelly, has to play consistently for them to win this football game.
And he'll get a lot of chances to look at a lot of defenses from Bud Foster, and he can't afford to take the hit in his back and fumble the football. He needs to know when it's coverage, and he needs to know when the blitz is coming. And the mismatch that he has outside, Santana Moss, wide receiver. Virginia Tech does not want to get isolated on Santana Moss. They have to double him to be effective.
Well, Butch Davis's club won the toss. They have deferred. So that means that Virginia Tech and Michael Vick will be on the field first. You see his numbers in 5 seasons as the head coach. And here is the quiet leader here in Blacksburg. I think a well-kept secret, but this guy just keeps getting it done, and they win a lot of football games every year. Frank Beamer, 13th season, and has some awfully good numbers and one of the best reputations of anybody around as far as being a special teams coach. The weather tonight, it is absolutely marvelous. That thing says comfortable. I'll tell you, it's supposed to drop into the 40s tonight. The wind is not a bother. And it is a situation where we don't have to worry about wind. We don't have to worry about rain. It is up to the players, and that's how it will be decided.
Which sports center do you watch? Mornings, evenings, late nights? Only on ESPN.
3 years ago, my IT guys told me there'd be 2 kinds of businesses. Those with a vision to master the internet, and those without. And we didn't want to be the second kind. Then Dell came to see us. They showed us how to use the internet for direct relationships with our customers, suppliers, everyone who's a part of our business. With Dell's support, there's no limit to where I can take this company. We always knew we needed the internet. We just didn't know how badly.
Be direct. Dell. Dell servers use Intel Pentium 3 processors.
You know how you're supposed to eat Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza?
Bill doesn't get it. Backwards, Bill. The other way. Backwards, Bill. Backwards. That boy. Now bite it. Billy. Bite it, Billy.
Jill's not afraid to eat her stuffed crust backwards. Everybody knows how to eat stuffed crust pizza backwards. With a ring of cheese baked right into the crust, it's the most fun you can have with a pizza. A large one topping is $9.99.
Jill's made of tougher stuff than Bill.
Take a bite, Billy. Backwards, Bill. Keep your chin up, Bill.
Stuffed crust, another one of the best pizzas under one roof.
Exciting episode of...
Welcome to the age of Vega. Sony Vega, part of the Sony home entertainment universe.
Even with 70,000 fans, you can't miss old Sammy here.
Hey, after a game, I call all my buddies everywhere to see if they spotted me on TV.
That's why I told Sammy about 10-10-220.
Oh, yeah. Doug said when I dial 10-10-220 first, all my calls up to 20 minutes are just 99 cents. And it's 9 cents a minute after that. He was right.
I wouldn't let a fan down.
No, not you, Big D. Now I get all my calls for under $1. I'm a fan of that.
Your friends know about 10-10-220.
Hey, they will next game. Check it out.
Can't miss that.
10-10-220.
Need to look at the Dell computer starting lineups for Virginia Tech. Michael Vick, can he work another miracle tonight? Stitt, who Mike thinks is the most important player here tonight. Ferguson is the fullback. The receivers, the big play guy is Andre Davis. And up front with the offensive line, they are now healthy. The last time we were in here, Keith Short was hobbled. DeMassey was starting for him, but everything back intact. And that has been a very solid group for Virginia Tech all year long. Very tough. But keep an eye on number 92 from Sulphur Springs, Texas, Damian Lewis. He is outstanding. The linebackers, they're the heart and soul of this Miami defensive team. Morgan, Webster, Campbell, they will put a hat on you and very quickly. And in the secondary, Rump and Myers, excellent corner. Rump, a little bit of a chance taker, and he's going to have to be... Here comes the blitz right up the middle. They pick it up nicely. Now Vick under pressure, and he does what he does best. That's run out of problems, out of bounds. You see Vick averaging 5 yards per rush this year. Pressure from the outside. Vick steps up, and he's going to be sacked, and that's going to be grounding. The worst thing that he could have done.
They're going to call his knee down, Ron. Michael Burrow, number 93, with a good hit.
On the return, Kelly will start. He will have a true freshman, Clinton Portis, at tailback tonight. Fulcher, the fullback. The receivers, Moss and Wayne, big play guys, and Bubba Frank, gigantic tight end, and they love to throw to him. Up front with the offensive line, Mercier is the best. Ty Wise playing extremely well this year. The crowd to their feet, trying first serve. Fakes it to Portis. And he's going to go on top on first down. Got his man. Flag is down, and it's Reggie Wayne. All the way down to the 13-yard line. Folks, the air has gone out of the stadium here. These people are sitting in stunned amazement as that play went for 52 yards on first down by Miami.
There's the push by number 14, Nick Sorensen. Reggie Wayne still makes the catch. They get the ball at the 8.
2-yard pass. Engelberger and Moore. These are the guys that really do an outstanding job against run and pass. The linebackers active group, particularly Michael Hawks. And in the secondary, well, it's a group that's going to be tested tonight, as you've already seen. Charlton and Midget. Midget has been hampered by a groin. Virginia Tech shows blitz. Pressure on the outside. Got a man open in the end zone, and he just overthrew Andre King. Oh, buddy, he wished he had that one all over again.
And, Ron, he didn't have to throw as quick because they did a good job.
9 to 15 on the year, his longest 47. And he's got it. 28 yards, they will say officially, and will take a timeout. 11:44 left in his opening quarter, and it is Miami who strikes first. 3-0. The Hurricanes go on top. We'll be right back. It's Johnson who just moved inside. They throw back to Johnson. Screen, 25 rather, out close to the 30-yard line. And that'll be the initial first down, 13 yards. Morgan on the stop. Actually is the one who was having his jersey separated from his shoulder pads. 3rd down and 9. Right over the middle to Hall. Across midfield and a first down for the Hokies.
Because the last couple plays he could have run out of there. He stays in the pocket, finds Ricky Hall over the middle right behind the linebackers. Al Blades makes a tackle, but Michael Vick just setting his feet, waiting for the pass pattern to open. Still haven't seen any option early in the ball game, and you know Michael Vick's going to run some option against Miami.
Like they only got 10 guys in the field, don't they? Miami? Virginia Tech called a timeout.
They only have 10.
They only
right.
had 10.
They should have stayed with the play.
They should have stayed with the play. So we'll take a break. 9:53 remaining opening quarter. It's the Hurricanes on top. The line to make is the 41 of Miami. Vick got away with one there. Russell will talk with him about that. Blitz comes, they pick it up, and he throws the ball well away from the receiver Carter. And it's going to be a 4th down situation. And right now in the chess match, just slightly, Miami is ahead as far as outguessing and confusing the offense of Virginia Tech.
And one, you got to get big plays, and they've got one to Reggie Wayne early in the ball game. Make yards on first down. Don't get behind the sticks, especially on this defense, because they can put 8 on the line of scrimmage. Minimize lost yardage plays because that brings the crowd into the ball game. No turnovers. Miami had 5 turnovers against Virginia Tech last year. Do not lay the ball on the ground.
Iris, number 99 at defensive end for Virginia Tech. You see the double team on Moore. Pass right over the middle, and that's Franks. Big Daniel Bubba Franks. Ball is fumbled. Picked up by Virginia Tech. That's Ike Charlton. Eyes of Nate Webster, the junior middle linebacker out of Miami. Pressure from the backside, and Vick, good heavens, that's Adrian Wilson who just takes him down. And Vick, the ball has been turned over, and Vick is just now getting up as Campbell makes the recovery.
Breakdown and hits him in the back. There's the hit on the back. The ball comes down. Josh Redding got beat. Never came out on the backside. Wow, that's a good win.
A lot of problems. Kelly with an audible. Draw play, and they bounce it outside with Portis. Has 5, has 10, down the sideline, and he stepped out of bounds, and that's going to be, well, we'll wait and see. A flag is down, but you probably could see his head turn as the tackle was attempted to be made in the 14-yard run. He's in at fullback. It's Franks in motion. Throws the screen, and there's McPartland. Gets the block at the 15, at the 10, and he will go down at around the 6-yard line. Jamal Smith saved the touchdown, and boy, did they catch Virginia Tech at exactly the right call. Moss in motion. Kelly throws it right over the middle. Touchdown, Miami. And he got number 84, Andre King, for the 6-pointer. In for a heavyweight tussle tonight.
Ron, on this route, what happens is Santana Moss clears out, and King will come inside right behind him, and you can see the blocking, and there's nobody going to get to the quarterback, Kenny Kelly. He hits King, perfectly thrown touchdown pass, but you're right. He said he's been a little hot and cold, but when he's hot, now he can deliver.
The question on this drive right here, and we'll find out a lot about number 7 for Virginia Tech, the tailback. He gets the football, tries to bounce it outside, and will be pushed out of bounds on the near sideline. You could see Campbell in pursuit, but it was Myers who came from the corner to finally shove him out of bounds after a gain of 5.
For a late hit.
See see the safety coming up. Pressure again on Vick, and he is going to be tackled as he crosses the line of scrimmage. It's Dan Morgan, and I talked about in the starting lineup the heart and soul of this Miami defense. These three linebackers all will come after you pell-mell. Third down conversion for the Hokies tonight. Vick, beautifully thrown and beautifully caught by Parham. And that time the freshman showed you that when he has time and squares his shoulders, boy, he throws wonderful.
And open, Leonard Myers made a play for the ball. Michael Vick delivers right on the money. Here's the route. Here's the break. Now Myers is going to make a play. Misses the tackle. Parham loses his balance.
Here comes the blitz, right up the middle. Vick is being sacked, and the ball is loose. But they say that he is down, or they call it incomplete pass. That was Popovich.
Linebackers here, they get pressure up inside. You can see how they're getting to the quarterback.
In the huddle, and obviously that leads to confusion with his receivers.
He's getting beat. Adrian, what's happening is their offensive line's getting ripped up inside. You can see the pressure there. It's very difficult.
Portis puts it on the ground, picked up by Charlton. Kelly has to make the tackle. Now here come flags from all over the place on the other side of the field.
Yeah, you're going to tack on a few yards here with this play. And turn the football over against any ball club, but you can't turn it over against this team because they play so reckless on defense. There's the knock the ball out. I believe it was David Pugh, number 71. Backup defensive tackle.
If I had to guess, I would say Kelly knocked that shoulder
down. That ball, personal foul against the defense. The penalty is assessed. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
The option. Kendrick. Out of bounds at the 1. No signal given, and they're going to say he was out of bounds just before he got to the pylon. As
Cullen Hawkins, number 42. Watch this play. You tell him to get on a rail. Now watch his block. And Kendricks is going to foul that block and get right to the pylon. Edward Reed again with a nice hit. A nice block by Hawkins.
First and goal, Virginia Tech, when they're down 10-0. Stopped at the 1. Campbell is down at the bottom of the stack, is stiff, unable to get it into the end zone. Stiff, nothing. Here's the option. Not going to have it. I mean, Sweeney is the guy who reached across and drug him down. Do you kick it or do you go? Tech, and you can see the signal right there that Keith Short.
Dead ball, personal foul, gets the defense. Penalty is half the distance to goal. Automatic first and goal.
First and goal. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What kills you? Not only the second turnover, but you lose your starting quarterback.
And then you get the penalty down there on it, which would have been a 4th and 1 yard.
That's the end of the opening quarter with our score: Miami 10 and Virginia Tech 7. Back with more from Blacksburg, Virginia, after we pause for this.
Let's see some D.
Log on to dsports.com, the ultimate online sporting goods store. dsports.com. C's with D.
I will not forget that I have long-term responsibilities.
I won't let panic triumph over reason. I'll stay the course when everyone else says the sky is falling.
stock market moves up and down, sometimes dramatically. In my 30-year career, the stock market's gone up over tenfold. But in that same time period, it's had 14 drops of 10% or more. Stay the course. That's what I've always done.
For more information on Fidelity funds with a history of solid performance, visit Fidelity.com.
At Nokia, we've discovered that adjusting the color of your phone can be this easy with Express-On color covers for the Nokia 5100 series wireless phone. Nokia. Connecting people.
You got him?
Yeah, if I could only see.
I've got the perfect thing.
The Bosch Micro Edge XL has a revolutionary dual rubber wiping element.
Move to the left a little.
It's the best cleaning, longest lasting blade we've ever made. Bosch Micro Edge XL, the most advanced wiper system ever.
Beautiful. But I think we lost the headlight. It moved.
Coming this Thanksgiving.
It is coming. It is coming.
Only in theaters. Tom Hanks.
I'm officially freaked out now.
Tim Allen.
To infinity and beyond.
Toy Story 2.
Ride like the wind, bullseye.
Rated G. Starts Wednesday, November 24th at a theater near you.
Alabama-Auburn, the Iron Bowl. This is as big as it gets in college football.
Alabama-Auburn at 7:30 next Saturday on ESPN.
Wise out over the football. Third down, short drop, and he zings this pass. Santana Moss will have the first down as he is pushed out of bounds just shy of the 40 by Whitaker. But as they look over, Moore on the sideline. Corey limped off on the last play. Draw play. Portis.
Got a defense right now that's wounded for Virginia Tech. Both.
Portis. See the blocker in front. Mercier with a very nice block, and Portis falls down. Mercier showing how versatile he is, and the pro scouts like his ability.
57 sacks, career sacks, tackles for losses.
Third down and very short. When he slipped and went down, he missed it by a half a yard, and they go with the quarterback sneak. Beasley will make the stop, but that will move the chains for Miami. Okay, Adrian, great job going from side to side. Here's the reverse, and it's Moss. And he spins down at the 44-yard line, and that was a very nice job by number 2 Whitaker, because he refused to be blocked. If he gets
shape right here, you're sitting right down here. You're deep as the deepest. You don't let anybody outside you. He does let Santana Moss outside. Now you're right. If Whitaker doesn't make that play, it's a big game.
And then also the injury to Jackson. Portis has got 45 yards and 11 attempts tonight. Pressure on Kelly, and there's Moore. First time that they have gotten to Kelly tonight.
Again, sacks, lost yardage plays. He stays. He does not get faked out by Kelly rolling out on a naked play.
Coach Davis is not real happy right now. Kendrick going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, and Campbell. And how many times tonight, Webster, Campbell, Morgan, those 3 linebackers are just everywhere.
Now, the next punt.
Second down and 15. Here comes the pressure on Vick. Runs away from the pressure at the 30. What a great move, and finally pushed out of bounds. Webster will drag him down at the 35-yard line.
Dave Myers, the backup, starting to work a little bit. Get some snaps on the sideline for Keith Short.
Well, as you can see, Vick appears to be okay. Some kind of unit on Myers' chest right now. I imagine his heart rate is rather rapid. Zings it over the middle, incomplete. Here come flags from everywhere.
Edward Reed, the free safety, is going to get called. In the Big East meet, he set a new school record throwing the javelin. He didn't even warm up, never threw it. And just the first time he ever threw it, threw a new Miami record. Derek Carter was the tight end, 85. So a mistake by the secondary Miami.
Hendrick, nothing. And again, one of the linebackers, 52 Webster, also Burrow, 7 rushing for 83 total.
Ron, they got Andre Davis against Mike Rump.
Vic, all the time in the world, and whoa, he almost got it picked off as Johnson, the intended receiver, and Myers was the closest guy to it from tonight on the 15th. Kelly. Believe it. He's going to take it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Austin will make the stop after a scramble up 16 yards.
Instead, he makes a first down out of this. Kenny Kelly back, and you see the pressure.
See, Moore had him right there.
Yeah, then now he just makes some good moves to get down to about...
Portis, nothing there. Nice defensive work by Jamal Smith, one of the linebackers. Third down Miami. Line to make is out at the 41. Kelly from the shotgun. They leave a man unattended. Gets the pass, and it's intercepted. He threw it directly to Midget. This defense has really done some job. Option play to Stiff. Has 5, has 10, and he's off. Stiff will score from 41. It's a personal foul against Virginia Tech as you look at the play. There's Ferguson's block.
Just a nice job running the option, kicking the ball outside of all the pressure inside. Andre Davis with a nice crackback block on Nate Webster, number 52.
Commercial coming with 7:08 left until halftime, and the 2-ranked Hokies on top.
Up perfectly, and you start the option. Michael Vick's going to come down the line. Now watch this. This block by the wide receiver. He's going to belt the linebacker. That's number 1. Then the fullback, Ferguson, he gets a good block. Then Slowakowski, number 87, just gets into the way of Edward Reed. So 3 nice.
Last one cost him the lead. Portis, blockers in front. 5, 10, still behind Mercier. Fumbles the ball again. It is loose in the field of play, and it was out of bounds, and they will hold on to it as Ike Charlton knocked it away, and that is twice that Portis has fumbled in this first half.
Yeah. Nick Sorensen replaces Midget at the free safety spot.
Backside pressure, hit and sacked by Corey Moore. Second time, both sacks by Moore.
Kelly.
Right over the middle, and it's intercepted by Midget. 4 turnovers.
Ron, what happens in a ball game is you show the offensive blitz.
The big right defensive end. Straight ahead with the running play. Breaks the tackle stiff, and he's into the secondary again. Inside the 20, and is going to be stopped at the 19-yard line as Morgan tripped him up.
Because he runs up inside. He makes you anchor down inside. He breaks tackles. He's into the secondary. He is an outstanding back.
Here's the option, and the ball is pitched out and recovered by Miami. Michael Vick with a very, very rookie mistake. He is down and still tried to throw the ball out. Now here comes a late flag in. No signal has been made that it's Miami's football. There is the signal.
Yeah, it looked like Miami had the football.
direction means nothing.
Yeah, no, not right now. You can spin around. Let's watch this play because this is an interesting play. Michael Vick with a big mistake.
Well, he's down.
Yeah, but that ball was kicked out. Take another look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's down. Hips is the man who was holding on. And then you see the recovery by Reed. The penalty stepped off.
The knee's down. Ball should have been blown dead, but not. Miami has the football. You hit the nail on the head. Redshirt freshman. He's going to make some mistakes. Even though he's a great player, you got to get used to playing.
Portis bounces it outside into the secondary, and as you can see, all the way out to the 30-yard line before Whitaker tripped him up. And they need exactly 10 yards. Kelly is sacked. Taylor, the third time that they have gotten to Kelly tonight. Now, the important thing about that right there, timeouts left. The Hokies have 2. The clock is running. Okay, Brian, 1:49. The time we have left on our clock here with 2 timeouts for the Hokies. And again, Miami is going with that 3-man rush. And they bring a linebacker on Vick, throws the ball complete at the 46-yard line and tackled immediately. Over the middle, caught at the 38-yard line. Ricky Hall, and is being wrestled down there. His dad, his number has been number 32, but in honor of his dad, who passed away week before last, they have given him that number to wear for the remainder of the year. Ball is fumbled, scramble for it back at the 41-yard line. Sometimes the magic works, sometimes it doesn't. But when you look at the fact that Miami has 4 turnovers in this half, and they're only down 4 points.
And Kenny Kelly, Ron, is only a sophomore, so he's young like Michael Vick, too.
They fake the run, the quick out screen, and falling down is Johnson.
Now Frank Beamer may let that clock run with 37 seconds left.
Gets a good pass. Not going to have the distance. That's going to hit about 8 yards deep in the end zone. 4 seconds showing on the clock. Halftime in what has been a real slugfest in the first 30 minutes of play. Our score at halftime, the Hokies 14 and Miami 10. Now with the Buick halftime report, here's Brian Kenny and Rodney Gilmore.
Ron, thank you very much. It is.
Grandma, I quit my job.
What?
Done.
What about that rent you promised, Mark?
Internet.
Yeah?
The idea is giant, and I can work out of the house.
This house?
Yeah. Oh, I need a few things.
Data ports, meeting rooms, 24-hour business services, and catering.
What does this look like, a Holiday Inn?
Find out why more business travelers choose us over anyone else. Today's Holiday Inn.
3 persons murdered, taken by the headless horseman, taken back to hell.
This Friday,
there is no horseman. Never was a horseman. Never will be a horseman.
heads will roll. Sleepy Hollow, rated R. This Friday.
If you want more choices with more taste, we're your buds. Where else but Sonic can you get an extra long coney? Fun has never tasted so good. You get that extra kick of chili on top, all that melted cheddar cheese. We'll even toss in those tops you love to pop. That's one very tasty meal at one very tasty price.
Sonic America's driving.
This month, don't miss our new apple pie shake. It's thick, creamy, and tastes so much like homemade apple pie. It even has bits of pie crust mixed in.
If I had one of those TV rating boxes on my television, the #1 show in the country would be 11 p.m. Sports Center. I never miss it. In my opinion, it's the best thing going. Okay, maybe it won't hit #1, but it'll definitely give Dharma and Greg a run for their money.
A very underrated defense. Daryl Gardner forces an incompletion, knocks Bledsoe to the ground.
Face it, America. Situation comedy, it's a dead genre.
Halftime, and it goes without saying, Hard to have 4 turnovers in one half and beat anybody, but the situation is the Miami Hurricanes are down by only 4 points at halftime after committing 4 turnovers in the first half.
Ron, they've done a lot of good things. They're running the ball well. Portis is running the ball well. They're controlling the line of scrimmage. Franks has made a couple big catches. They have to find a way to get the ball to Santana Moss. But the keys to beating Virginia Tech's defense is simple. You can't turn the football over. You big play them. That's number one. You got to get big plays over 20 yards. They've gotten 3. Make yards on first down. Well, they haven't done very well on that, although they're averaging 9.6 yards. 3 of those plays have been big pass plays on first down. Minimize lost yardage plays because that's where the crowd gets in the ball game. The defense gets in the ball game. 6 for minus 20 yards, 24 yards. No turnovers. You got to play airless when you play these guys. 4 turnovers. You see, can't do that against this defense. Right off the bat, Portis, the running back, gets the football and gets the ball knocked out. Fumble. Ike Charlton recovers. Then Kenny Kelly can't handle the snap. Charlton recovers. Then he gets turned around and he throws the ball to Anthony Midget. Then he gets baited into an interception by the Virginia Tech defense.
Quick slant pattern. Kelly, whose arm is strong enough to throw the long balls, looking for Moss underneath the cover.
Play action and they pick on Midget immediately. That's thrown to Santana Moss. The other thing, as we look at the stats, I'd love to know what Kelly's situation is. Is he limited? Can he throw the long ball in the second half?
He claims that he can. I actually spoke with his father on the sidelines and got the best information out of him. The doctor re-examined it. They have taped his shoulder underneath his shoulder pad, so it's a little bit stiff, and they taped it right to his skin, but that's what he wanted, Ronnie.
Okay, you see his numbers, 8 of 15 in the first half. Bouncing to the outside is Portis, and the young freshman is going to have the first down plus about 6 yards. Sorensen in the secondary on the tackle on 16 carries. Counterplay. There's Mercier out front blocking, and he'll be stopped just across the 40-yard line by Ike Charlton. And I'll tell you, that's fun to watch when you get after Virginia Tech's defense, playing second and short rather than second and long. They keep the ball on the ground, turns it up. He's going to have the first down, but he came into the knee of Bubba Franks to lead him. Pressure from the outside, and the pass thrown behind Fulcher. They were just trying to delay him, and Kelly took a pretty good shot. As you can see, they sent 2 people on the right side, and the blocker couldn't make up his mind which one to pick up.
Ron taking a lot of hits in this ball game. Bringing the outside backer, get him around the ankle on this play. Forget about him. He's just a sophomore also. Well, linebacker, they brought him on a blitz. No, they keep pounding this right side over here, and that's where Engelberger would be. He's been out since early in this ball game.
Dorsey, we saw him briefly in the first half. He played for 1 play. Coach's face, and it's not that he doesn't have confidence in Dorsey, but you're number 1 for a reason. And the second time tonight that Kelly has been helped off the field. We didn't think he'd come back the first time.
And Ron, here's what he's been hit with. 3 sacks for 27 yards. They've hit him 6 times, and they've been hard hits those 6 times.
Play action, and he throws it. That's McCartland, and he'll come across midfield. It'll be a gain of about 3 yards in the play. 2 out of 7, and they've missed their last 4. The line to make the 41 of Virginia Tech. Santana Moss had the position that he wanted and needed, and the pass just off the mark. Here's Stitt. Runs into the arms of Morgan. And the linebacker, who was very active in the first half with 7 tackles, just picked up his 8th. Adrian Karsten, what do you have for us?
Well, behind me, behind closed doors, is Kenny Kelly, the starting quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes, in there for the 2nd time tonight round. Not the shoulder this time, but a twisted left ankle. Aggravation of an injury that goes back 3 weeks to the last offensive drive against Boston College, when he claimed on a dirty play his ankle was twisted at the bottom of the pile. He came in tonight with a brace on his left ankle in the locker room now, actually going through x-rays, I'm told.
Pressure on Vick, runs out of trouble, and now here he goes. 25, 30, 35, at the 40, and Vick is going to be tackled from behind at the 40 by Edward Reed.
Man coverage in the secondary, so they were running with the receivers. They didn't get to Michael Vick. There was a little crack in the blitz. He pops out. Now watch this. Comes the linebackers outside, linebacker inside. Now you got to get to the quarterback. He finds a little crack. Now there's no secondary players there because they're all in man coverage. Edward Reed just makes a shoestring tackle to stop the touchdown. Nice job by Andre Davis, the wide receiver outside, occupying the corner rump. And Michael Vick showing you the speed. And they're going to have a lot of fun around here for the next 3 years watching this young man play.
95 yards passing, 56 yards rushing. Miami creeps that safety up, looking for the run. Stiff gets the handoff, and he bounces it out of there, down close to the 30-yard line as Blades will make the tackle.
Runs so hard inside, and again, the crowd into this ball game with Michael Vick coming back in.
Almost missed the handoff, and Stiff running extremely tough. Webster makes the tackle on him. That was quite a collision, and he wound up with a pickup of 2. High pass, and he yanked this one left. No good. So the Miami coaching staff applauding and jumping up and down on the far sideline because that is a victory for them. For Virginia Tech, and they miss on the 45-yard field goal attempt. Portis tripped up, and I mean literally tripped up by Jamal Smith. He leg whipped him. They now have missed their last 5 as you look at Kelly running out of the locker room. Zings the pass and thrown too hard and behind Bubba Franks, and Bubba kicks it on down the field in disgust. Left footer. Good high driving spiral. Call from the 23. For Bowl week. Hawkins breaks it inside the 40 and finally pushed out of bounds. They're going to say at the 47-yard line. Running play. You can see Kendrick bouncing it outside as the pressure came. He could feel it from the inside, and he is down at the 41. And it looked as though he was in pain when he threw the pass. The pitch. Kendrick and going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage by Webster and knocked down for a loss. And it appears that Kendrick is now shaken up.
A lot of players getting hurt in this football game.
Beck going to be hit, loses the football, picks it up again, and throws it complete to win.
Just shows you his athletic ability. Gets pushed out by the linebackers. Webster and Morgan picks the ball up, has enough speed to get outside, and then find Browning win for the first down. Big play. When it bounces right, it bounces right.
Going to go down behind the line of scrimmage. Joseph all over him.
Well, they put it into the option play. The last 2 times the Miami defensive line, Sweeney the play before, William Joseph on that play, they just stop it right from the start.
At a situation of 3rd down, 13, and they need to take it to the Miami 21-yard line. Here's the shovel pass. Stiff breaks the tackle, running hard, and he is inside the 25-yard line. Got this one. Shane Graham, 42 yards. So the scoring ice in this second half is broken by Virginia Tech, and they take it out to a 7-point margin, 17-10. Straight up the middle, Fulcher. 5, has 10. Check it. It is Portis, number 28, rather than 18. Close to the 40-yard line as Corey Moore will make the tackle on him.
Short of the 40-yard line.
Mercier again, Ron, pulling around that corner, gets another nice block. And see,
Portis did not have the first down. Beasley on the tackle, and third down. You hear the crowd getting into this one. The blocker fell down, and Portis on a second effort. Let's see if he got it. Nope, not going to have the first down.
What a great effort by that young man tonight.
Crossland to punt again. They're coming after him, and a kick off the side of his foot. Bounces now a Virginia Tech bounce, and that thing is going to wind up being about a 4-yard punt. Safety's creeping up. Got a man wide open. It was in a blown coverage, and it is first and goal as Johnson got out with nobody around him.
You need to throw the ball down the field. Emmett Johnson is working against Myers now. He stops right here on the curl route, but he keeps going. Myers settles a little bit, and then he's open. Then Edward Reed has to come over and make the touchdown-saving tackle.
Hit behind the line of scrimmage, and that is an outstanding open field tackle by Reed as he brought the big guy down about the only way you can, and that's hitting him around the ankle.
Miami football team.
Second down, here comes the option. They don't make Vic commit, but they string him out, and he will go out of bounds. The official put a foot down at the 12.
Quarterback draw, possibly.
Third down and goal. Here comes the blitz. Pressure on Vic. Hit, almost intercepted, then almost caught for a touchdown as Myers got a hand up.
Yeah, that's what you don't want if you're Frank Beamer, because you want to make sure you get 3 here to go up by 2 scores.
Nails another one. With 24 seconds left in this third quarter, now the Hokies with a 10-point lead. They have scored 20 unanswered points as Miami had jumped on top 10-0. Portis going to reverse it. And taken down after about a 9-yard gain. That is the end of the third quarter. And as we head to the final 15, it's the Hokies, the number 2 ranked team in the nation, 20, and Butch Davis's Miami Hurricanes, 10. On the road to number 1.
Sugar Bowl. And nothing's gonna stop us. Look out!
Now what? There's an easier way to the national championship. Nokia's Road to #1 sweepstakes. Just buy any Nokia model phone in a specially marked box and you can win trips to the Nokia Sugar Bowl or thousands of other great prizes.
Looks like you finally found yourself a date for the game.
Nokia. Connecting people.
When I grow up, I want to file all day.
I want to
claw my way up to middle management. Be replaced on a whim. I want to have a brown nose.
I want to be a yes man. Yes woman.
Yes, sir. Coming, sir.
Anything for a raise, sir.
When I grow up,
I want to be underappreciated.
be paid less for doing the same job.
I want to be forced into early retirement.
Check out the new Monster Talent Market, the first auction-style marketplace for freelancers.
Chrysler Concorde. With the power of a multi-valve V6 and the agility of a four-wheel independent suspension.
I didn't know Davis could move like that. I told him to think of himself as something powerful and agile. Wonder what he was thinking.
Rams and Falcons are not friends, but this is a must-see primetime battle of backyard rivals.
Air Force, Colorado State at 8, Thursday on ESPN.
To Super Bowl 34, $1,000 from Visa towards ESPN stuff and free UPS shipping. Enter the ESPN Sunday Night Football Sweepstakes.
I'll send everyone I know an ESPN chip clip.
Tune in to Sunday's matchup between the Broncos and the Seahawks to find out the halftime score. Then call or log on for your chance to win a trip to the Super Bowl.
I haven't won anything since that spelling bee in the 4th grade. I spelled Isthmus.
It's the ESPN Sunday Night Football Sweepstakes presented by UPS, the official express delivery sponsor of the NFL and Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
This time it's Hawks. Overflow crowd, and you see Kelly is on the sideline. It means that Dorsey is back out for this 3rd down and long situation. Mike, is it such... would you be better off to run the football here rather than try to throw?
I think you just try to air it out. Let Dorsey throw it as far as he can. Hope Moss can get under it. It's too late in the ball game, Ron. You need some plays here.
All-out blitz, pass, well out of bounds and away from Reggie Wayne.
That's what they did, Ron, but he threw the wrong receiver.
They're saying officially 3 yards.
They got a return on here.
Hall breaks a couple of tackles. Yeah. 20 at the 10, 5, touchdown. 62 yards. Blown this one wide open. 27-10 as they lead the Miami Hurricanes. Let's take a break. When we return, the number 2 Hokies trying to show America that they belong in New Orleans. Whitney Hall, the Chester, Virginia. From the 13, Santana ball. Moss gets in the open field, and he is going to return that kick out to the 43, maybe the 44-yard line. Portis fumbles again. It is picked up by Charlton. And Charlton down the sideline will take it the distance for the touchdown. Portis with his 3rd fumble of the night. 51 yards in this return.
Ron, Corey Moore, the All-American, stripped the football from Clinton Portis, and another turnover goes against Miami for a touchdown. Been a lot of conferences today. Tonight in this ball game between both coaching staffs and the officials. Here's the play. Portis breaking into the secondary, and there's the All-American Corey Moore stripping the football. It's twice that they've been able to knock the football out of Portis' hands from behind. Third time.
Knocked out of bounds right here in front of the Virginia Tech bench. Excessive celebration. The penalty moves this extra point attempt back. That's the reason you're seeing that, and it is blocked. Is all over Portis.
Ron, you got to take your hat off to Pugh. Chris.
The pass intercepted. Midget baited him right into it. Played off of Santana Moss, and he just stepped in front. They lose the ball, and Vic falls on it.
The other thing that becomes
left in our ball game. Vic is going to be sacked. First time that they've gotten to him in the second half, I believe. And Hawkins will take it to the 24-yard line. Popovich with the stop on him. Field goal attempt, 42 yards by Graham. He just nailed another one. So we'll take a timeout. 10:27 remaining. It's the Hokies 36-10. In fact, they've scored 16 points in 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Moser. Moser still on his feet and is tackled as he crosses the 35. It's T. Butler on the special teams who makes the stop. Bubba Franks.
The tickets tonight.
McPardlin. He will take it inside the 40, close to the first down, as Bird from the secondary comes up to put the stop on him.
And that man right there at the beginning of the year, Lias Corso, picked. Look at him. 63 years old. Look at him running down that sideline.
You know why he's running?
They're probably telling him he needs to be on the air. But
no, someone just told him he had to pick up the check.
Oh, that's right.
Exiting the stadium.
So he picked Florida State to meet Virginia Tech in the Sugar Bowl, and he's on cue. He's running out.
Moore with the hit on Dorsey. Pass incomplete. 5 tackles, 1 sack, 2 tackles for a loss. Ball is loose. Recovered by Miami. Get away. Screen pass almost intercepted as it went through several sets of hands. And it was Cyrus and Bird with the pressure.
And when they draw a bead on you, Virginia Tech's defense.
Mercy on 4th down. And he gets drilled by Midget.
Well, he's my player of the game right there, Anthony Midget. I know he's yours too. Playing with an injury tonight.
So the BCS today, and it's very obvious that this thing is going to change. Virginia Tech will move up to that number 2 spot.
They'll go out, and they'll go out. So Nebraska, Florida, Virginia Tech, Florida State.
Well, I'll tell you, Florida State next week. Played that really good game, which is scary.
They're playing well on defense.
Kendrick breaks it open. Webster causes him to lose the ball. It is kicked into the end zone and recovered by Virginia Tech. And now the question, the ball being kicked forward, should it be dead at the spot of the kick?
I don't see any officials conferring here. Yep, a touchdown. Kendrick busts through, makes a good cut into the secondary, and then gets stripped. by Nate Webster. He didn't give up. Nate Webster. Well, we've seen 2 games here this year and over 100 points scored by Virginia Tech.
So we'll take a timeout. 7:45 remaining, and it's the Hokies 43-10.
So he's going to get a chance to run the football.
His family wanted him to get back to Miami and get into football as quickly as possible to help what it could as far as putting his mind on something other than his father's death. And that pass complete to King.
Jared Payton just made a good block there to give Ken Dorsey a chance to throw that football. Virginia Tech keeping most of the starters in this football game.
Santana Moss, and he's bumped out of bounds at around the 47 by Whitaker.
You know, Rod Gilmore did a thing the other day on Philip Fulmer, knowing how to play this game.
Summers.
Starting lineman, but some backup backs.
Lee Suggs.
Out of the ball game. That's the risk you take.
Pass 11 of 23, 151 yards, 14 carries for 46. Popovich to make the stop on Suggs.
Jeff Popovich has played a pretty good ball game. He's been on a lot of tackles.
Yeah, we've 53,130. Suggs again stepping high, and he'll take it out across the 26 to the 27. Fitzgerald replacing Myers in that secondary.
You know, when you're 0 for the whole season, if your team stays together, it's a credit to the coaching staff.
Suggs with the carry, and he does not have enough for the first down.
Truth to it, I know my computer looked at wins and who you're playing much more than what the score of the game is.
All right, the elements you saw in this game here tonight. With Miami coming in, had they won this game, they would have had their position to control. No one else could touch them in the BCS.
Well overthrown on that one. And now we've got some fisticuffs. Well, I should say, wait a minute. Pushing and shoving. I shouldn't say fisticuffs.
Curtis going to play Nebraska again.
Wonder what second place is.
Ron, the reason I feel like that Virginia Tech, after this ball game, all their fans can start calling New Orleans and booking a room is because they lost the ball game last year to Temple right here. And you never see what the good is of losing a ball game because when they walked off that field, I'm sure they said, what good could possibly come from this? Well, the good is going to come. They're not going to look past Temple next week when they go to Temple, and will help them get on to New Orleans. And I think right now they're one of the 2 teams that'll be there.
Virginia Tech 43 and Miami 10. Coming up next, Sports Center, and at midnight, Residence Inn College Game Night. For Mike Gottfried and Adrian Karsten, I'm Ron Franklin. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of the Go Network, go.com.